Cheekyricho's Mushroom Vegan Bruschetta. Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho's Mushroom Bruschetta. The ingredients are in the recipe box below and scrolling as I speak, so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is slice our bread. We've got some ciabatta here and we're actually going to cut that on the diagonal. You could use any sort of strong bread that you like. Okay, we've just cut our garlic clove in half, lay our ciabatta on its side, and we're going to rub the garlic onto one side of our ciabatta and brush the other with oil. So just rub the garlic onto it. The oils in the garlic will stick to the bread and give it a nice flavour. Once it's toasted, you could rub it on again if you like. And onto the other side, we're just going to get some extra virgin olive oil and give that a light brush. There's no animal fat at all used in this recipe. Now we have three sorts of mushrooms here. We've just got some supposed to be field mushrooms. We're just going to peel those because they're a little bit ordinary on the surface and you can peel them, but generally I don't peel mushrooms. And we're going to slice them. You don't wash mushrooms because the little veins on the underside of them absorb all the moisture and makes them difficult to cook. So when you eat a mushroom, if it's got a little bit of dust or compost that they've actually been grown in, just wipe it with a paper towel. And always store your mushrooms in a porous bag, a paper bag or paper towel, or somewhere where the moisture can actually escape. Otherwise they will get slimy and not last very long. You're much better off cooking a mushroom that's wrinkled up a little bit from drying out than one that's gone slimy. And we've also got some little oyster mushrooms here. We're just going to slice those all now. Just like so. Put them to one side. They're all going to be cooked at the same rate so they can go in together now. Now we have some fresh fine ripened tomatoes. We are just going to cut those into little chunks. They get added at the very last thing just to warm through, to give it a bit of colour and moisture. Just little chunks. Okay, we're just going to slice our spring onions now. The reason that we're using mushrooms is they are very low in calorie. There is no fat or cholesterol in them, and they are very high in riboflavin, niacin, and selenium. These nutrients are normally only found in meats and grains. And mushrooms are the only fruit or vegetable that actually contain vitamin D. Very, very good for you. They're very sustaining and they're a typical meat substitute for people on vegetarian diets. Now we have two different sorts of parsley here. We have the flat leaf variety and we have the curly leaf variety. They're both similar in flavour. I think the flat leaf one is perhaps a little milder in flavour, but they are both incredibly high in vitamin C and they do add a nice textural quality to any dish. Now did you know that selenium, which is contained in mushrooms, is a powerful antioxidant? Okay, that's our prep done. It's just time to cook this and serve up a delicious brunch. Now over a medium heat on a non-stick pan, we're just going to put our bread oil side down onto that pan, get a bit of nice colour on it. Nice colour on the bottom of our breads now. Just take them off, one more to go on, and remove them as they've cooked. Keep them in a warm place and just pop those slices of garlic onto the top of them like we did earlier. Now that it's warm, it'll draw all those oils into the bread. That's the sort of colour we're after. Now it's time to send in our oil. Mushrooms are a big soaker of oil. They will actually absorb all that oil, and as the moisture releases from the mushroom, they will start to brown. To speed up this process, we sprinkle a little of our veggie salt. That will withdraw the moisture and allow it to cook a little quicker and also bring out the flavour of these lovely mushrooms. Cracked pepper for flavour. As you can hear, it's starting to sizzle more. That means the moisture's being brought out and it's frying off and reducing the mushrooms significantly in size, but also intensifying their flavour. This is a very quick dish, it's very healthy, and it's very satisfying. Okay, our mushrooms are nicely wilted down. They've got a bit of colour on them now, and they've still got plenty of shape. Now it's just in with our chopped up fine ripened tomatoes. Bounce the heat up a bit now to sweat some of that moisture out of those. We don't want it stewed though, we just want it heated through. Spring onions make an appearance now, and our two sorts of parsley. That is ready to serve. How good does that look? Just lined our little breads up like soldiers, and we're just going to lay our delicious mushroom, tomato and herb concoction over the top. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheekyricho's Mushroom bruschetta. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel, and don't forget to please subscribe because we have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. What a gorgeous brunch, and it's totally vegan. A little optional drizzle of our Cheeky Richo balsamic orange glaze. Cheeky Richo's Mushroom Vegan Bruschetta. We'll taste, shall we? Some of those mushrooms and herbs. That's great. Thanks for watching.